Hello, welcome to Becoming a Modern Man. We are playing our Hulk Flash deck again, and this time we are running up against a Jund deck. So let's get underway. So this is our opener. We've got double Serum Visions, a Gitaxian Probe, 4 lands. Not the ideal start. We don't have any of our combo pieces, but we do have the tools to dig through. In hindsight, we might have mulliganed this hand, but we're going to get to draw at least 3 cards, and we're going to get to scry quite a few cards as well, so I just took a chance on this hand. Front's on the play, he leads off with a Black Cleave Cliffs, easy for me to say. Drawing into a Peer Through Depths, see a couple of land on top that we just want to ship to the bottom. We've got all the lands we need really. Opponent cracks Catacombs and plays a Dark Confidant, which is quite annoying. It's not really many, well, we don't really have any ways to deal with Dark Confidant, which means our opponent's going to gain a fairly big advantage. We probe to take a look at our opponent's hand. He's got Double Bolt, a Terminate, a couple of lands, so at least his hand isn't too exciting. Obviously, got to watch out for the bolts in terms of our life total, but Terminate doesn't really do anything against us. So that's positive, not really much more pressure in his hand. I think we're going to look to Ideas Unbound here. We went for the Serum Visions, which just seems a little odd. Not quite sure what the plan was here. So we see Inquisition, Scalding Tarn. I imagine we want to bottom both of those and drink to Revelark, which isn't great. Not a card we particularly want to see. Oh, I just put in the Watery Grave taps to save his life. I think that was the plan rather than going for the Ideas Unbound. So get as much scry action in as possible, I guess. So we're going to take 2 from the Confidant. Inquisition steals our Ideas Unbound, which is very unfortunate. Would like us to see quite a few cards, and yeah, reveal the Treetop Village off the top so we didn't lose any life. So, Gitaxian Probe again. I think we know all the cards in our opponent's hand. He played out the Treetop Village last turn, so there's nothing new there really to see. I think he might draw another land perhaps. I'm just going to ID Unbound, which we drew off the Gitaxian Probe. Fortunately, doesn't find as much more discard spells, which not doing us a great deal of good. It's got a Revelark and a couple of lands. Not reveal the Bolt off the top. Inquisition takes our Peer Through Depths, which is fairly annoying. Don't really have much going on now. But taps a 5 with his Treetop Village and his Confidant. Just concede. I mean, we could use a charm to try and find something, but between Treetop Village, Dark Confidant, and the Lightning Bolt in our opponent's hand, we're just dead, and there's really nothing we can do about it with the cards in our hand. I mean, we could have killed the Confidant as well instead, but it wouldn't have allowed us to last much longer, and there's no way we're comboing without having found a single combo piece so far. So yeah, this one did not work out well for us really. Let's go on to game 2. So this is our opener. Not ideal really. It's a combo pieces in hand, which are not really. I mean, we've got Protean Hulk in our hand, so that's good. Viscera Sea and Body Double in hand, less good. Gitaxian Probe, not so bad. Looks like I keep this. Again, I think probably should have shipped this, all things considered, but I suppose if all we really need is to find one shooter piece and maybe we'll be get there, but it's a bit of a risk, I suppose. I suppose we can play Viscera Sea out to soak up some pain in the meantime, and maybe get a scry. So we'll see how things go. Our hand. So I just missed the probe there. looks like we saw a Liliana in hand and some various other bad news. So I'm going to play out Viserys here because there's no real disadvantage to it. Our opponent has Scavenger Ooze, that's one of the cards we saw, or should have seen from the Gitaxian Pro, which is really bad for us. I think he's a little light on green sources though, which seemed positive for us, but not in a great position. We draw Mog Fanatic, which I'm just going to run out. We need it in play if we're going to combo off properly, so decide to put it out there. Opposite Goyf has the Wooded Foothills to keep up green mana, so we're definitely struggling here. Izzet Charm's nice, but we don't want to just pitch our guys into a Scavenging Ooze, so we just try and let our opponent play it out. There's Twilight Mire, drops Liliana, and forces to discard, so we're going to get rid of the Hulk here. I suppose in theory we could actually use the Izzet Charm to kill the Scavenging Ooze before there were any creatures in the graveyard, which would have worked, but it wouldn't have actually furthered our cause, which is kind of the main problem. And the opponent's got green up for Scavenging Ooze, which means we can't realistically combo because we need the Footsteps to get the Protean Hulk back. So maybe it would have been better to actually try and Izzet Charm the Scavenging Ooze, get rid of it, and see if we can move from there. So we find Ideas Unbound, which finds us another Hulk, but it's not going to be enough. The next turn our opponent's going to be able to eat up basically our whole graveyard and get very aggressive, so I end up conceding. I suppose there were some outs, I guess, still available, but not many, and he can just basically from here just hold up 4 green mana for Scavenging Ooze. So I think it probably would have been the better play to try and kill off the Scavenging Ooze and see if we could move from there, I guess, even though it's not an ideal situation, and would have left us sort of searching for ways to dig further into our deck. Might have allowed us to last that a little bit longer. The active Liliana is also a massive pain, so yeah, Jund gave us a fairly big beating. We didn't draw the best or keep the best hand, so I feel like I was sort of to blame here, but Jund is a difficult matchup in general and does have some good sideboard cards against us, so I don't want to be playing against Jund too often, has to be said, but this matchup I feel could have gone better if we'd made some slight different decisions, and yeah, we could have at least prolonged this game a little bit more, but it is looking a bit like a lost cause at this stage.